I'm Diane Keefe, and this is your caregiver tip for the day. Today we're talking about 8 tips for communicating with a person with dementia. Tip number 1, do not correct someone who is working in their own reality. For instance, there may be a client who you know has a husband who's been deceased for a while, but she may say that she's going to visit Fred. And you can say, "Well, that's wonderful, Louise. What would Fred like to do? Let's go and do that." And it will redirect her so that she forgets all about Fred and goes on to the next activity. Next, number 2, notice when they're getting tired, because when they're getting tired, they are more sensitive to noises in the environment, and they may start being agitated, and it's your chance to look for a clue as to what is causing it. Tip number 3, notice how you're feeling, because how you're feeling is going to affect how they respond to you. So if you're agitated, they will be agitated too. And tip number 4, use the senses to connect with them. That means using some lotion that smells good or aromatherapy. You may want to play music that they're used to. You can go into the kitchen and bake cookies, and they will be drawn into the kitchen. Also, make sure that your environment is peaceful, because when they are working on a feeling level, any kind of distractions and noise and irritating sounds will definitely affect their behavior. Use touch to connect. Hold their hand or touch their shoulder. Make sure that you don't come up on them too quickly and startle them. Tip number 6 is ask their opinion on something, or include them in an activity that you know they have participated in before, like folding the laundry or setting the table. It makes them feel important and connected. Tip number 7, sit down and look through picture albums with them, because their long-term memory is intact and they will love to share stories about them growing up. And my last tip is make sure that the lights are on, because persons with dementia or Alzheimer's are often very affected by the light levels. Many facilities today are putting in skylights to make sure there are lighter levels in the hallways and in the main living areas. So make sure that your lamps are on and your draperies are open. And those are my 8 tips for communicating with a person with dementia. I'm Diane Keefe, and this was your Caregiver Tip of the Day.